Hello everyone, god damn it. Pick up my video game. There we go. Hey Max, welcome in. We're playing more Patrick's Parabox. I know that I kind of said... I may have made it seem to you like my next stream was gonna be Minecraft. And I was thinking that, and then I remembered that I was not done this game, and I was really having fun. So we're doing this. Also, I can connect the two. On the Alchem 3, and I will... Next stream is almost certainly going to be on the Alchem 3 because I've been up to some shenanigans. But the thing that I've been up to, shenanigan-wise, is very closely tied to the concept of recursion, and that's what this whole game is about, so we're doing that. Well, it's not really, but... We're playing this game. There's my justification. Recursion. Patrick's Parabox. I believe we're in clone? Yeah. Clone boxes. Oh. Shoot. I see. That's fun. Well, there's the problem now. I need to be able to get in to both the top and bottom of this clone cube. Possibly. I've just realized there's another paradox, which I could... Aha! I've caused another paradox. Epsilon. I put a clone into a clone. Alright. We figured out how to do that. That wasn't the solution, but it was what we did. Okay. So the only cube I can actually exit from is this top cube, dark green. What I need to do... Oh, I'm overthinking it completely, actually. I don't need to exit from both the top and bottom. I need to exit from both... Or I need to be able to exit from the bottom and from the left side of this cube. Which means... this corner will suffice. There we are. What's... Oh. That's what's... Okay. Not entirely sure how I fixed that with a clone. There's... Supposedly there must be a way to exit from the cloned cube, square even. Hehe. Push against yourself. Oh, I got an achievement. I also softlocked myself, but that's neither here nor there. It must be something to do with putting the clone into itself, I'd imagine. That didn't really do anything. What Toho music were you listening to, Max? Okay. What am I doing? I can't put this in the way. And I don't know how this helps me. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything. I mean, I can do this, but that doesn't do anything either, does it? Oh, I mean, it kind of does. Not really. Plus, tech remixes of UNO and Was Her and Bad Apple, delayed response because you're shredding rotisserie chicken. Nice. Okay, that didn't work. Well, closer, but no luck still. I'm failing to grasp something fundamental here. I feel it. Can I just shake this one and something will happen? What if I hold shift when I exit a cube? What if I hold control? What if I hold... Yeah, that didn't work either. Movement settings. Grid. Ooh. So quiet. It's so quiet this far tonight. What, me? The chicken? Chat. Yeah. It's been a little quiet. Bonus features. The chicken is deathly silent. Random music. No, I like the music. 8. Interesting. I'll keep it normal. Change visual representation. Whoa! Don't do that to me. Okay. Redo and undo. Puzzle tips. Figuring out things that don't work can be helpful. Try a different puzzle. No! Never. Okay. So I need to do that and then get out of the cube. Oh, wait. Exiting a clone. You always exit the main cube. So if I... Alright. We did get there. Hey. Oh. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Now it's really like portals. So I can move the clone around and always come out the main one. Alright. Hey, Fishy. Welcome in. I also love this game. This is a very... I'm having fun. Fishy, I gotta get you on the Alchem 3 again, and we gotta talk more about magic. This is not... I just think you would enjoy yourself. Okay, if I do this... I hop out here, now we have that. How do I get you? Because we can now... there's a new mechanic on the server now that is very, very fun. Called Hex Cassettes. I mean, it's not a new mechanic, it's a new mod. It's called Hex Cassettes, and the reason in particular the thought crosses my mind is because the way that Hex Cassettes, like the real power in them... Fishy, are you familiar with the programming concept of a quine? Or a kine. I never remember how it's pronounced. Q-U-I-N-E. That's not what I meant to do. Get in there. I don't think that did anything. Sure didn't. Okay. It's basically a program who, when you execute it, produces itself. And what hex cassettes allow you to do is schedule a spell to be cast at some point in the future. So if you can make a program whose output is itself and reschedule it to be cast in the future, you can make a program that casts itself every period of time you give it. And have spells that run passively. And then be very, very careful about what you put in those spells, because they can run up to 20 times a second, and don't crash the game, and also maybe try not to die when it uses all of your media immediately. But that's what I've been playing around with on the server recently. It wasn't my first thought for what to do with this, but I've realized that I could make a Geiger counter-esque spell for locating things while mining. Because Max said, oh, I'm surprised you're not thinking of mining already with this, and I'm like, I wasn't, but now I am. So I've been working out how to feasibly make a spell for mining. Anyway, we gotta get this cube out of here. That actually is an obvious solution. I don't know why I've been belaboring the point a little. There we are. You've opened a terrible door. Oh no, there's so many. Okay. How am I getting that? If I do this, and then I do that, and then I do that, and then I do that. Ta-da! God, I love this game. This game is so clever. Okay. I think I fucked that up. Alright. So, I need to get these cubes over here. They can't go around because they are around. Okay. Got one. Don't know why I did that. There we go. Oh, it's me! Whoa. Okay. Oh. Closed off. Interesting. Okay. So. I feel like this should be old hat at this point. I keep doing this. But I need to get a clone on the other side of the wall so I can use it to pick that up. So the only way to get a clone inside is to do that. But I fear it might need to be the real deal on the other side of the wall for me to exit from it. But then I'm stuck on one side of the wall with no clones. Okay. I need to get a clone. I need to get both clones on the other side of the wall. Because I need to be able to push one... That's not what I meant to do. I meant to undo. Okay. I need to be able to shove one out when I pass the real deal through. Okay. So I want to exit out. No, I want one cube in the fake world with me, and the other side with me. So one clone on this side. How do I do this? Because I need to push a clone into the real one. Ooh. Now that's interesting. It's empty out there. Can I get out there like this? I think that would just be the same paradox we've already had. Okay. So now we have the fake one. We can push out. And then I'm in the way. Whoa, 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 stop. Okay, it just undid everything. That's fine. I didn't like how that one was going either. Okay. So I can get out now. And do that. And move as a unit. And then I can come back out. And do nothing. See, I think the problem is I need both clones in order to pick up that sucker. Or I need to push the real one out? Hold on. No, that's not it either. Okay. So if I do this, then I can't really get back to the other side now, can I? Yeah, no matter what, I'm on this side, so that's a non-starter. Okay. Okay. Nope, that's just the normal amount of infinity. Okay. None of that. We'll stay in our box. So my reasoning was... Nope. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work then. What am I trying to do here? I feel like I tried my idea that I thought would work and it didn't work, which was... do that. No. Do that. Put that in. Made a poor imitation of curry. I'm sure it's a great imitation of curry. But then the problem is that to shove this puts me in the way of it. In order to pick up... Oh, I just need to go the other direction. Okay. I need a cube here. I need to be here. And I can't... it doesn't seem like I can really move anything. I can move these cubes to the bottom row. But I fail to see how that helps me. Okay. Is it... Oh, I see. Okay. I see the deal. It is to allow me to push them one by one. Interesting. Cool way to do it. This, but different. Limiting my space, I see. Shit. Hold on. Okay. So if I do this, then I come in here and I move it by one. And the next ones, I'm gonna have to... That didn't work. Need to make space somehow. Where it doesn't rightly exist. Okay. Want a gun? I don't think a gun's gonna solve this problem, Max. Unless you're talking to Fishy. In which case, they probably would like a gun, yes. Okay. You wouldn't dare to offer to solve my puzzle. Okay, we're working on it. We're working it through. Everyone knows that all puzzles can be solved by shooting them. We did it. Oh, we gotta go in. The good old glass onion. But I don't think that solved our problem. Okay. So we could walk in with this one. And now we have it up here. Any thoughts to share on movies you've watched recently? I've been watching the X-Men movies. I watched The Birdcage recently. That was a fun movie. I don't know, Max, unfortunately, I just don't... It's very rare that I keep thinking about a movie for a long time after I watch it. Which is why Iron Lung is so good, because man, I'm still thinking about that movie. You think I'd be better at this after years of watching movies regularly? I mean, I don't know. I get all that I need out of watching the movie once. Or watching the movie itself, not even just once. I like to rewatch movies, but... Okay. Anyway. Video game time. So I need a cube here. And I need to be here. And I don't know if there's a way to get inside this cube without not being able to move it. I was gonna ask what that has to do with the movie, but I see what you mean. Okay, now I want to put our game place, our little house, into the clone. And I lost the cube. But that's okay, actually. We don't need the cube anymore. Where we're going, we don't need cubes. Oh. Wait. There needs to be one here, and also a cube inside, and also me inside. Okay. So that's good. And then I think I need to... Oh, but I can't do that, because I can't shove upward if I've got the cube here. But I need to put either this inside the clone, or the clone inside the real one. So let's back up a little. Is there a way to do that while still allowing me to come out to place that there? I don't think so, because once I do this... Oh, I just need to not go in. Okay. And now we're in Recursion land, and I can't come out. But it doesn't matter, because we've solved we've solved the problem. Need me up here and a cube. And no requirements outside. However, both of those places are places I cannot get a cube through. Recursion land, I wonder if traffic would be worse. Probably. So... this becomes a problem. I need to get this one in. Oh, I think I see it. You first. Then you. Then you. And now I leave this gray plane for Recursion land. Perfect. Okay. This is kind of terrible. Okay. Okay. That's doable. But I did fuck it up. Okay. How do I get 3 of these? Is the question. One's gonna be like the portal, so to say. But I can only really move them side to side. Unless... unless I think really hard. Hold on. No. Oh. Well, that works too, actually. Okay. How did I do that? What did I even do? Oh, you know what it was. I did this. I go through. And I do that. And I don't have any of them on the wall anymore, but it doesn't matter because I have this one freed. Okay. I overthought that one a little bit, but we're good. Alright. This feels... Oh. Ah. I was gonna say, this feels too easy. It is too easy. Oh, no. Okay. We have 1 wall to work with. And by 1, I mean 2. And by 2, I mean more. Sneaky putting me on the edge of the abyss like that. Okay, but I can still come in. So if I do that... That's good. Crazy. Okay. Okay, that's many cubes. But they are one way. This feels too straightforward. It is. Hold on. Okay, if those 2 are on the bottom here, then how? I need to go down a level. Or I need to bring one of these up a level. Okay, hold on. I should try, like, actually seeing if my solution works before I undo it, but you know what, it's fine. Here's the thing. Using these clones to pick up cubes, I can only pick them up by moving one down permanently, basically. I can only pick this up by shoving it down. So I can't raise these cubes up a level any way other than by traversing the clone. I just don't think I have enough height to get all of them. This setup. So I can get another 2 like this. And then I can get... Do I need all 4? I do need all 4 plus a clone, so I can't leave anything down here but 1 clone. So I can pick up 2 more like this. Then I can pick up a clone, but then I've got a cube stuck down here. Not like that. I will just... I'm gonna do it for proof of concept, showing that I cannot, in fact, solve it in this manner. Except I absolutely can, because I can bring the clone up. Oh, I sure do love thinking. Yeah, I should have just done this from the start. That's my bad. If I had just gone with my gut feeling, we would have solved it by now. Oh well. Okay, we did it though. Yellow's recursive, green is a clone. That's where we've got a B in. Shit. That's mean. Okay, so these are... Oh, these are both clones. But green is where we've got to be. So... we've got 3. But the problem is if we go into yellow, we're stuck here. So I guess we bring in green. And then we bring in a yellow that we can actually leave. Perfect. Just proof of concept. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, do we have 3 boxes here? We have the yellow. Okay, that's... not it. We're down a box. And I know which one it is. We had to leave this sucker behind. But we don't, actually. We just don't need to push it all the way into the corner. Now we can take out the green clone as well. There we go. Okay. We need 3 boxes. We're in the clone of green, currently. So I don't know what will happen if I enter this. Expected things, okay. But yellow traps us, okay. Good. Good to know. So, no. Other way. Presumably, we do this. In order to take the copy that we can use out of there. Then we go back in. We get our clone out. Good. Except that we don't want it down there, actually, so we're gonna undo a bunch. And move it up a little. And we're good there. And then we need to get this yellow clone off the roof. So we will do that in a straightforward manner. Wonderful. And now we have 2 blue zone ones. Okay. So this is just like the different layout thing, where I can see everything all at once. Okay. Green's pretty straightforward. How? Oh, through yellow is how I get to gray. Gotta get a cube there. Shit. And I can't leave once I go out of yellow. So everything important needs to come with us out of yellow. We can take 1 blue clone out. Or green clone even. And that'll be able to get us back to green. As for getting... I really don't know what good blue is here. Maybe I can do this, and then... I feel like that's not the intended usage of blue. Blue might be for up... Yeah, it would be up there, wouldn't it? But the question is, how do I do anything with it? Because doing this puts green into blue. Or I would like blue to go into green. Oh, that's how. Okay. So I can go into green now. I'm actually going to shove it out of the way a little. Go into green, can push it down, and I can have that in there as well. So blue's going to let me get that solved, but again, once I leave yellow, I can't come back, so I guess we'll just put a green clone in. And hope that's the right move. And we've used all our clones now anyway. That's not it. We're negotiating in tight spaces here. Okay. So now our green clone can get us back in. So I guess we'll do that. And I don't actually think we needed this in here. I think where we did need it is here. So that we can place green inside of itself. Now we're stuck inside green, but that's okay because we're done the puzzle. ASCII time. Okay. Oh, this is the clone of 1. Okay. So I'm the double space. Meaning I need to pick up 2 with something. Perhaps this one block. But now... Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Okay. I need to reside in the 2 block. How am I gonna get it? I can move 1 away from the wall. But I only have top and bottom entrances. So presumably, I can move clone 1 away from the wall, pick up 2, and then do this. Nope, because I can't push it up from there. But you know what can do such a thing? It's my good old the box I'm in. There we are. I do like the ASCII puzzles, they are tricky. Now, transfer. I also want to say I really appreciate the music in this game. Okay. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so this is how things are initially. I need to get down. Oh, you know what it is. It's if you're walking directly from box to box, you can just go through. So I can just make myself a path to a non-centered path. Lovely. Now this one's trickier because I need to be able to be in there. However, oh, can't be down. Gotta be locked into place so that it doesn't get shoved away when I go in there. Yay. Okay. So that's not it. I need to place this in the blue one. This light blue one. But I can't do it here because there isn't clearance. So how? No sideways. This will just push it in. And that's no good. Ah. Now that is convoluted. There we go. Imagine a puzzle game with a convoluted solution. Unbelievable. Okay. No. Okay. So these cubes are going to be spacers. They're going to block us in to a 1x2 area of some description. Likely this one. I do this first. Alright, we are getting somewhere. Challenge time. Alright. This feels too straightforward. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I can't go up. There's nothing blocking the up. This also feels too straightforward. I guess not. Okay. That's fun. All right. I see you. No. Not what I wanted. Okay. I shove that one away. And I can't just do the other way, because it tries to pick up the green one. And that's useless to me. Also, that's useless to me. Also, it's break time. In 6 seconds. Can I solve this in 6 seconds? Yes, I can. Quickly! Okay, I'll be back in 4 minutes. BRB. Alrighty. So, I was looking up, I went to the Steam page for this game to try and figure out how many puzzles for it there were, and found a review mentioning the fact that Baba Is You is Turing complete. Which... I can't find... There's a Reddit post that says it is, but it links to a Twitter tweet that is no longer viewable. Okay. Anyway. That aside, puzzle game. I can't go in here, but I can with the blue. Do I only need to get in there once? It looks like it. God damn it. Okay. Not as straightforward as I thought it would be. I need to make this cube immovable. Turing complete, as in any program that can be conceived of can be run in it, given enough space and time. I'm explaining it poorly, and there's like an actual, like, there's a better definition to it, hold on. Yeah, okay. Kind of, not really. So, Turing complete is basically a term for it can execute any program that can be that okay. Turing machines are a thing. Turing machines, the simplest Turing machine is a tape of information. It can be either 1 or 0. And you can move the cursor across each point of information over time, one at a time. Using that whole setup, you can compute kind of anything that any computer can do. Capable of implementing any computer algorithm. Thank you, Wikipedia. Turing complete means that it is able to simulate a Turing machine, which means it is able to compute anything. It's just that it would be ridiculously slow. Possibly. I forgot you can click on things. If you want more, for extra reading. Hold on, assigned reading in my Twitch chat. Don't do that. Oh, you bastard, you filled my clipboard. Come on, Windows. There's your assigned reading. Closing Wikipedia. Playing the puzzle game. Okay. My streamers and their homework assignments. Okay. So I can't use this to pick up the green box, because then the blue box is just stuck. And increased Also, the green box is stuck because I can't go in, and I can't push it from the side, so that's just a non-starter. There must be a way in to this cube. Testing a hypothesis, hold on. Nope. Okay. So I can't move this. Yeah. Okay. So the problem is, if I do this, then I try and go in, it's just gonna shove everything, and still I won't get what I want. I need to be inside this blue cube while it is next to this green cube. That is the only goal. Entrance to this blue cube is gated behind it being against a wall. The other squares cannot be used as a wall because I will pick them up. I've figured it out. This is a fun solution. I like this solution a lot, actually. If I do this, nobody gets to move. Inside bracing, there's a plus sign. So I need to use this plus sign to get into this green box. But now, I know the tricks. Okay, wait. I need to get that out. And then leave. So that I can do this. Perfect. Crossroads. The Steely. And they will both need to be here so that I can rearrange them. Damn it. Okay, hold on. I see. Gotta set up our bracing blocks carefully so that I can undo what I can undo. Oh, but now I need to be under. That's actually fine. Because now this can be against the wall. There we are. Okay. More recursion. Fun recursion. This one, I'm afraid to say it almost feels straightforward. Jinxing it? This seems pretty straightforward. That's, well... See, if I don't do that, it is straightforward. Okay. Oh no! There's a clone. Okay. If I push you out, and then I climb in here, we're kind of okay. Not ideal, though. This one is not straightforward, I will admit. Yeah, that doesn't really help. So... use my hiccup. I don't really know that I can walk into a clone. I mean, I especially can't there because I'll just push it out of the way. Apparently I can. Okay. God damn it, don't do that. Oh, shit. Sneaky. Because if I do that, well then I can't walk out, I'll just push this away. I have an idea. That's not how it goes, actually. Okay. So... I can walk into here and push this out and then climb into it. Does this help me? That's the Windows key. Let me think. Blue's recursive. I'm in here. Doing that is not smart. It does not solve my problem. This is the other thing I can do. I see it. We got it. I think. Okay. So what I need to do is place this in here. Then move this to a place where it has only one. And then I need to exit, out, out. Made it. Let me out. Okay. Nope, that's the wrong way around. Green needs to be against the pillar. Can walk into green. Next. I need to be here. Whoa, don't do that. Didn't work either. What am I trying to do? Is a really good question. Very good question. Okay. If I do this, nope. Oh, yes. Yes, actually. If I do this, and I walk there, I don't teleport there. What I'm trying to do is get an extra cube in here that I can actually get into and out of. Not that way. So the problem with picking up green is that it doesn't do anything. I just move where green is. I have yellow that I can move into green. But then I need to be able to get into yellow and exit when it's here. Which makes me think that I want blue inside of green. But I don't see a way of that happening. Can I put blue into yellow? Yes. That one was tricky, but we did it. Next, clones. This is an introductory puzzle. That's not what I wanted to do. Stop hitting the Windows key, me. Oh god. Okay. Okay. I didn't need to turn around. There is no turning around. There's only going forward. Okay. So I'm here. Cube is here. But I don't have any space to shove it from on any side except here. So I guess the cube is going there, but I don't know how to get it there. Yes, I do. It's called by going straight. Brilliant. Okay. Nope. Good. Now what am I doing with this? Why do I have an L piece here? A J piece even. I can't shove it down, and And I can't shove it left through the wall, but I can shove right. But not where it'd be useful. Oh, but I can go in. Of course. Horrible. So that's the real one. That's the fake one. Okay. Problem is clone. Okay. These two here are the real boxes. These three are clones of those real boxes. If I enter into any of these, I will come out this one. I can go into any one of these blue clones for access to the green clone. However, they will need to be braced so they can't move. So, I think if I do that, and that, and not that, and not hit the Windows key, then I can go in here, in there, in there. Perfect. They're making me do it again. Okay. But now there's a straight section? For some reason? Okay. I see. So the real yellow needs to be braced against. Clone of blue. The real teal needs to be braced against a clone of blue. Yeah, wrong way. Up. Presumably, I will be entering through this blue, so we'll go down. That blue needs to be... fuck. Hold on. I had it right the first time. That needs to be downward, because I'll be going downward to exit. I'll be entering downward. And exiting leftward. I'm worried that I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. But I actually do know what I'm doing with that. I'm connecting it to here. And then we are going to shove these like so. And I've created my path. Beautiful. God damn it. Please, game. How many little spirals are you going to make me traverse? Okay. Which of these can I even enter? I can enter the side of the blue one. So blue must feed into... Let's just restart. Blue needs to go into one of these. Green also needs to go into one of those. But the other way around, because I need to exit out of the clone, out of the real one, not the clone. So it'll place me there. Which will place me there. And then... there. Okay. So blue, I go in through the right. This is awful, because now I need to figure out where all of these need to be braced. In through the right, and then I'm going down. So green mustn't be able to be pushed down. And then up. Leap of faith. I don't want to think this through, I just want to do it. Let me out. Okay. We go down. We go up. We go... out. Okay. What if we make a big stack? What could go wrong? We go down, and we fuck it up. Okay. Alright. Let's give ourselves all the degrees of movement we can again. So we don't specifically have to have them against a wall, I guess. Not all of them, just... No, we do. So I need to be able to get in there. Good lord, this is something. Okay. I need to be able to enter one of these blue ones, but it doesn't need to be both. It could really be any of them. Any of them will work. But I think I need to stop either from being pushed downward. Let me test. Yeah. And if I do this... That's not how I want to do this. If I do this, and it works, that would be brilliant. It works. Awesome. That was horrendous. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm big over there, and I'm big here. Okay, well that's actually alright. Because I do that, and then I do that, and I do that. It centers things. Oh, I'm guessing no, I can. Okay. That was fun. I liked that one. I need to get in there. In order to do so, I need to use these yellow boxes to stop things from moving. Imagining a bad movie adaptation of this game as a very weird cave expedition. What? I don't even know how to conceptualize that. Would it be like a horror movie? Okay. Oh, but I'm not small enough. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. The thing is, I need to get smaller. And there's one surefire way to get smaller. It's to stop fucking around. Hold on. Ah! Okay. I could try doing that on, like, a different side. I love the undo key. I could have had it. I did get it. I had it. I've had it! Oh my god, these cubes, these grids, they're all off. Am I stuck now? No. Why can I go through this one but not that? Oh, whatever. Okay. I need to be here. Is there anything I can use to my advantage? Oh, it's one way. Okay. Ugh. I don't like misaligned grids. This is wretched. And then do this, perhaps. Wait. I see. We can do this. Get me out of this hell. And into more hell. Okay, we got a clone here. Good clone. I'm guessing we're not small enough if we're in here. We sure aren't. Is it so simple? No. Okay. But it does look like we're small enough when we get in that yellow one. So the question is, how do we get in there without shoving things around? And also, why would I move the blue one up there when that's exactly what the clone is doing? Blue thing can be anywhere. Ah. There we go. Shit. How do I even get any smaller? Okay. So I can't bring any cubes down here with me, I don't think. Okay. Say I put... I'm just testing. This takes some guesswork out of things here. Okay. This is teeny weeny. I'm going to need to get smaller. Because even that won't cut it. I just don't even see what to do here. I have blue, I have orange. I could have another blue technically with the clone, but I can't get any boxes down here. Except if I can. Okay, proof of concept. This is not puzzle solving. This is just seeing if I can make it work. Okay. So we can get this. However, now we have the problem of, what does this really give us? Not a whole lot. We could try doing it the opposite way. Take orange into blue. And now this does something different, but it's not really all that different. Say I bring this over. Well, now things seem to be about the same size. I still must be smaller. So if I place that in the orange one and bring it down. Nothing has changed. Okay. I feel like I was getting close there. I don't know why, but I felt like that was closer. I want to have orange with blue here. Or is it blue with orange? Push orange out. But then I can't do anything. I don't know why I'm saying this instead of doing it. Blue with orange, push orange out. The only thing I can do is go up now. Yeah, shoving that through just puts cyan into teal, even into orange. That's not useful. Because what I need to do, I think, is get blue into there. Put blue in the clone, I think. Is this like a main line? This is a challenge one. Okay. I'm not giving up on it, but... did just check. Just checking. Another just checking. Hold on. Ah. Don't know how I missed that. I don't like the grid. It's spoiling me. Okay. I like this big tube. Those don't line up. So it's gonna be something like this, possibly? I'm so small. Okay. No good. So those holes don't line up. Can I make them line up? No. Would this work? If I could be in yellow? I mean, that won't work. And I can't push it down either. Excuse me. Pushing it down is also no good. Like, if I was in here... that seems like it would work. But here is just the same scale problem. Oh. Obvious solution. I'm so little in that box, it's adorable. Okay. I just need to get in here. It's my only objective. Are any of these clones, or are they just... They just look the same. Okay. The problem is, the only boxes I can get into are these U-shaped ones, these bracket guys. And getting into one... I can't exactly get in there if it's blocked. Hold on. If I do this... Nope. Did I beat the game? No. In fact, I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. Okay. I feel like I had something here, but I've lost it. Story of my life. So I need to be in this one with a C, the opposite C-shaped one. That's how this needs to go down. At least I'm not making a habit of it after Markiona winning while you're distracted. Oh, but it would be pretty funny. So that's the trick, is I need to be in a space that is confined when I do that. So if I were here, and I had a bunch of blocks in the way, that would work. They would have to be blocks that can't pick each other up, which means they would have to be these three, organized like so. But before I do that... Nope. Windows key. Oh, but how would I do that? Because they need to be... against a wall in order for me to do this. Place this cube, the green, inside a blue. Okay. So we know what shape the green one is going inside. It's going inside one of these. It needs to be against a wall that I can then shove away from, so that I can have control of it again. But I can't put any of the extra blocks against a wall unless they're up here, because this is the wall they must be against. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to put the teal box inside one of the left opening bracket boxes, which can be done not like that. Can be done if it was up here, I could shove it. Then the problem is that I don't have a way to move it back after the fact. Like, I need to be able to move this box now, and I can't. But if I put this square box, for example, here, so that I could do something to this box, and then move it out of the way, well, now the square box is stuck against this wall and is useless to me. And I'm out of soda. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this. Now I have that. Yeah, that's why it's a problem, is because I need to be able to get into this cyan, or this blue one, after the fact, and if I don't have all of the squares to brace me, then I'm stuck. So this is gonna go there-ish. There. And there. And there are no useful walls in any of these boxes. Because let's say... Nope, can't even do that, because once I do that, well then we're stuck again. Because I can't even bring this and one of the open squares into one of the other bracket boxes, because there's still no useful wall to push it against where I can push it back out. This is a toughie. I feel like I must have the solution wrong now. If I'm so stumped here. I can push it up against this wall, but then it's stuck on that wall. I could put the cube in the way, but then it's stuck on the cube. Or the cube is stuck on that wall. I have no way of getting back in. And it's break time. I'll be back in 4 minutes. BRB. Alrighty. I have not figured this out in the time I've been gone. I did keep thinking on it. Hmm. So, if we take the approach that this little notch here is a red herring, and we do this. Blue herring. And you let me in. Yes, that does not help me. Evil. This is tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay. It's the problem of I could only move in one direction with these these squares, these boxes. They only go one way. So I put something up there. I do that. I can bail them out all I like, but I can only do so much. I've just figured it out, I think. It is perhaps a little more straightforward than I initially thought. So if I go up here, make some space. Throw that out. Throw that out. And do it in the right order. Okay, what is the right order? So that none of these pick each other up. Let's see, let's think. Have a think on it. See, that worked when my plan was to have this facing the wall, but now it's not facing the wall. So if I pile everything into here, try to do it like this, I think we will just have the same problem. But possibly not, so it's worth a try. Yeah. So it's gonna have to be something to do with that. Then where does the normal cube go? My easy solution has complicated itself. If I'm bailing out from the right side, what's gotta go down? I need a row of cubes that can't pick themselves up. Yellow on the end is no good. Yellow in the middle is no good, because it can still be picked up by that one. Really, it's just... So if I am doing like this, it'll be picked up. If I put a yellow cube there, it'll still be picked up. I think I might have it. If I do this... What gets picked up first, I guess, is the question. Not what I want. Most unfortunately. Okay. Idea. Better than idea. Solution. Ah, my god. That was me thinking much too hard. Oh, I'm green. Oh, I'm color changing. Oh. Oh boy. Okay. So we can't exit there. To walk into any of these, I must make a choice. And ideally, I should have made different choices. Yes. Good. Don't know why it's changing on me, but that's fine. Another challenge. Okay. That's alright, I guess. Odd numbers sure are funky. Alright. Again, a teaching puzzle to teach me that direction matters, I guess, when going into an even-numbered square. So if I go and do that, and then I do that, and then I do that, and then bad things ensue. Okay. I think it's something to that effect. Down. that's not ideal. Only this time, now I can't change it. Grand. Okay. So, the problem is it seems that the bottom left corner is completely inaccessible. Meaning that this blue sucker is gonna have to be there. Yeah. Okay. Even. Solve the even side puzzles. Evil. Open. How many fucking puzzles are there? Oh my god. There's a lot. Many puzzles. So many puzzles. Okay. I can go in. I can come out. I can cause paradox. Perfect. It's gonna be something to this effect, but I don't really know how I can block this one from being moved. I guess with itself. Perhaps not. Does not seem to help. Does infinity ever help me solve a puzzle? Not this time. Okay. It's very easy to do that, I'm finding. I'm just not seeing this. Oh, I see it. We got it. This one, I think, perhaps a little more straightforward. Don't know why I went over there and not down, where it actually makes sense. Okay. That won't do. So I need to do this. That's actually pretty straightforward. It's called Everyone Get in the Green. Perfect. Okay. What sort of chicanery is this? Let's just do a test. How big is this? Small. Thin. Okay, I see it now. God. Slow and steady. Like that. Like that. Like that. And we're good. Beautiful. I need to get into the yellow one. The yellow one can go into here, presumably, so I can go in, but then I can't get it out. And I need to get it out because I need 2. So if I take green or blue in with me, I can use it to pick up yellow after it's inside. Does that work? Possibly not, but we might as well test it. So now we have only 1 in there. That's not it. I can come out, but then I'm stuck in here with 2 useless boxes. Okay. It's the right idea. How to make a wall that doesn't stay there. Let's try this. No, that won't work. Got the 1. But then blue is stuck. Okay. How? Green is that. Blue's where I am. Yellow I can't get in. Unless I'm in. If I had a place to brace this against, we'd be good. Just walk in. But unfortunately, no. Not that way, anyway. Green feels a little useless, I must admit. I can put blue in there to have a novel way of entering green. But I don't know if that helps. It would get me into yellow, but it would still get yellow stuck in green, which is useless. And I don't think anything can pick green up. No, it cannot. Not helpful. And yeah, that really just fucks everything up. Okay. Oh, I'm getting tired, apparently, because I don't know what to do here. I have to get into yellow while leaving it a free roaming box. I have to do the same... Well, I don't have to get into blue, I'm already in blue. But blue needs to be manipulatable as well, so that I can get it out of green after I use it in there. Not helpful. But fun. Is there really no way to pick up green? That's so lame. Should be able to just push it in. So uncool. Okay, what am I doing? What's the actual end goal here? The end goal is to have presumably blue and yellow in these two spots. But before I can do that, I need to get yellow's cube in place. In order to do that, I need to get into yellow, which means it needs to be braced on a wall below it, of which I am short a wall. The only downward-facing wall I've got is this in green, which doesn't have anywhere for me to get underneath the block again and push it back out. Which is necessary because I need to be able to get in and out of this thing. And in order to pick up yellow again, I have to go at it from the side, which defeats the purpose even more. Okay, let me think. I put this in here. I can get it out. That doesn't really help me. Because putting blue against that wall makes blue stuck here too. Aha! Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Wonderful. Trixie, even. Rendogism? It's not Rendog, it's from the 60s, Max. Now you're thinking with portals? Is the original form? Okay, where am I? Far away. Okay, I need to get everything into orange. I have unfortunately gone too far. That was straightforward. Scary. I don't like that. Okay, we're same deal. Presumably. But I've got to be in this one. Okay. Green resides inside orange. Now I can't get in there, can I? Okay. So I've got to get everything. I need to be in the blue one. Yes. There we go. And it's nice and symmetric. Okay. Well, many, many cubes. Do I have to be in any of them? Of course. Okay. So I need to get everything into the cube that I need to be in. Which I think is this one? Yes. And then I need to fuck it up entirely. Perfect. Okay. Me too. My favorite strat. Green is just outside of orange. So green is good. Okay. So this is the one I need to be in. Something needs to go here. Purple exists here. So what I need to do is that. To allow if I leave, can I get back in? Yes, I can. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. So if I'm in here, and I leave to push purple into its spot, then I can just exit. I can exit this. The problem now is I think I pushed that to the wrong corner. So whenever I did that, I need to undo it. Okay. Purple comes out. Goes to its spot. We leave. Shove that. And we're good. That was horrible. Moving on. Another open square that needs to probably... Okay. How many cubes do we have? We have 3. This is not so hard, I say. Hopefully. With hope in my heart. It's the wrong way. Okay. If I do it this way, like so, a solution. Wonderful. Next, I presume a similar strat is needed. Not much room to move in here, though. I need to be here, something needs to be next to me, and something needs to be in that spot. How do I get anything to that spot? Great question. Turn on the grid. That's about what I expected. Okay. Okay, hold on. Is there any way to not do that? I mean, kind of. But then we have a new problem of it's stuck on the ceiling. Okay, we do this. And we can take it out. Move it down, but we can't just shove it down. We have to go in ourselves and move it into place. Except we totally can just shove it down if we bring in the other cube. Maybe not. Just trying to visualize here. It's another thing where I can't really get this cube, this box, the teal box, any higher than it is right now if I shove it down. Because this guy's in the way. I might be able to have a way around that, except that's silly and not how it works. Okay, if I do this, I can no longer push it up. Now it's just stuck on the same level. Okay. Good to check. So what needs to happen is it needs to go into the yellow one, I believe. This yellow will let us take it out and down, or out and up again. If only I could get the box in there before it's all the way to a wall. But that's not gonna happen. Okay. Thinking. Okay. I have an idea. Not that. I do this, and I bring it all the way down. I do this, and I bring it all the way down. We go in here. And I'm not entirely sure how I thought that was going to work. Because after it goes down, then I need a wall going up. So I can push that into place. And then I still need to be able to maneuver it. And putting it onto this wall gets it stuck on this level. So it's not the downward wall that we're missing, it's the upward wall. Of course, we have an upward wall that does not need to stay there. So there we go. Perfect. Oh. Okay. So that's not actually any good. We've got to... We do this. We do that. We do... No. No. Okay. We do this. The problem is I need to be in the corner and the side at the same time, and that's not happening. Now, the cube does not exist anymore, and we're good. We no longer must worry about the cube. So we shove down, everything goes into everything. Damn, this is a lot. Okay. Let's figure out the mechanics of this space. If we push the cube to the corner, we can put it in the right spot. We are then locked out from using that cube again. Because now if we try and go up, we go out. And we ruin everything. Same deal here. We can push the cube out of the corner and be fine. Okay. Crazy. What is... Okay. I'm breaking apart some sponges, I guess. Okay. This isn't so bad, actually. Except now I've screwed it over. Oh, but I can go into the clones, of course. Not that way, though. Is there a way to do this? Of course. That's nuts. I liked that one. Alright. Another layer in. Flip. Holy. There are many puzzles in this game. Okay. Why? Oh no! It turns my controls around! Okay. I go in, and I'm the other one. Okay. That's okay. This is fine. I understand. I understand. That's evil. That's horrible. Okay. Not yet, but I will get to do that at some point. I just have to think before I move. Okay, what good is pushing it? Oh, of course, because I'm on the other... It's mirrored, yes? Okay. I'm about to find a different kind of infinity, I think. The second I can shove a mirror out of itself. Okay. So I have to be in here. The only way I can get in is through here. Can I not just do this? Oh, but then there's a problem in that. I need a wall. But I can flip some cubes around. Now that is a hell of a mechanic. Again, evil. Okay, wait, it needs to be facing that way. Oh, Percy. You wanna leave? I don't know why I had so much contempt in my voice when I said that. Oh, it's chilly in my room. I don't know if I've complained about that yet already. I definitely have, but it's fine. Okay, red needs to spin and turn. That one's fine. This one needs to be the other way around. Okay. And then we need to put red inside this one so that we can shove it out. And then we need to do the same with the other one. I think I did that in the wrong order. I did. Come back out. Does that help? I don't think so. You can come back in. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, we need this in here. So we need this green box inside this one. We move this green box to this corner, shove out, shove out. Excuse me. Problem. Does flip both. Problem is that we can't put this in that green box because it just picks the other one up. Oh, but I do see how we can do it. So first we need to flip this. But that won't work, because it's just gonna go in. Ugh. Okay. Let's undo that. There's actually a more straightforward solution to that then. We just don't flip it. Do that. Oy. Okay. There's our path set up. You can tell I'm getting tired because that was a mess. Oh, we've only got 3 minutes before I should go. That's lame. There's our mirror. There's our boxes. Same deal, it seems. Except that won't work, will it? Because that needs to be... Hold on. So if I do that... and I do that... Good. Now I can push them out in the right direction. Okay. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Okay, we've got a clone that is mirrored and a one that is not. I see. So we have to okay, so that's fine. That one's in the right way. The one below it must be flipped. And then that must be flipped again. These are so cute. Oh no! Evil. Empty mirror squares. Okay. So this is gonna be at the end. Horrible. But it's mirrored. This bottom one also needs to be mirrored. I shouldn't have done that, because now I'm stuck. Okay. They're both gonna be pushed out. It's fine. And then this one presumably needs to be the right way, because I don't know why they would have me do this if it wasn't the case. Okay, that wasn't too bad. This one's not hard. It's not hard. It's not too hard, is what I mean to say. I'm almost afraid to see what the next one is, but it's also break time, but I also want to keep playing. Oh, but I really, really need to go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, because I have a meeting tomorrow where... I mean, it's not a sure thing, but I'm very hopeful that I will be offered a job. Very hopeful. One more, and then I'll be done. Oh, good lord. Okay. These mirrors are dastardly, except I need to go back to that one. Because I think I can push a mirror out of itself now. No, that's just gonna be a regular. Normal style infinity. Okay. I need to turn that around. And move it there. And do that. Then bring it out, turn it around again. And hop out. Perfect. Mirror out. Fuck, I'm in the way. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's not happening then. So how's this gonna go? This is gonna go like so. Oh. Shit, they're both mirrored, aren't they? Clever. Okay, I need the normal one, the not clone, to not be mirrored. So I can do that by mirroring the clone and then pushing the real one through it, I believe. And now we're good. Another mirror, but one I can't really access-ish. Do this. Then what? Well then, I'm in my own way. But I can turn around. Okay. Well that's not really a solution now, is it? I know we're past the hour. I said I wanna do one more. It's been a little more than one more, I will admit, but... Okay, so now I've got that set up. This is not the solution, but it is worth trying. Yeah. It's just a mirror. I've seen those before, actually. You can believe it. So we have that. Okay. This is not moving. The recursion point is not gonna move. What can we do with the mirror? Move it. Ah. That's really funny, actually. I like that. Push it against its own reflection. Clever. It's me. Okay. We have to get in there. Is there any reason I can't do that? Yes, because I shove it. We have 2 mirrors down here. Holy. We also have just our own thing in here. Okay. So that's where that needs to be. Okay, I've lost the plot. We're turning this around. No longer mirrored. Good. So now it's not mirrored anymore. What does that mean for us? It means we can now shove it out of itself, but that's not really what we want to do. What we want to do is a good question. Hold on. If we mirror this, and put this like so, we just turn everything around. This is not a solution that the game likes. Okay. Oh, I should go to bed. Or at least stop streaming. It's not like till noon. I don't need to be up early. I just need to be reasonable. Okay, we have 2 mirrors. If I place this next to a mirror. Well, it's not mirrored, so it's just we. But if I mirror it, and then I place it next to a mirror, then we can do that. But it's on the wrong mirror to be useful. There we go. I'm really... I don't want to stop playing. This is a fun game. Okay. So in order to get this, either of these in here, how would I go about doing that? Kinda have no idea. Because I can get them in here, but I can't push them away from the wall. Same old infinity. Okay, pushing a mirror out of itself does not solution make? It just turns it around. That is something. Oh shit, but now it's the wrong way. Can I somehow mirror this before I push it down? Because I need to be able to get into it after it's in that spot. Which means we're gonna undo a bunch of stuff. Okay. So I need to put this in there. Then I come out. And I've mirrored it. Now, I think it needs to face the other way. But it doesn't need to face the other way until I've carried it through here. Where I can get out, take it out. Now we have the problem. Well, first off, I need to actually go in here and move it up one. Because now I can take this out of here, but it will be mirrored. Needs to be facing the other way. Can just mirror it twice, of course. Up there. There we go. I love mirrors. They work. Is that an ASCII one with mirrors? I spied? It sure looks like it. Evil. We'll come to that probably next stream. I should stop. It is late. Okay. Let me at least look at this puzzle. This is gonna have to have the entrance thing there. Possibly. These two blocks seem kinda useless. Okay. They're not useless, they're just kind of useless. Because I can turn around my cube. Somehow. Okay, hold on. They need to go into the other one. So that I can get out. So I can turn it around. Ah. Reflections. Fuck. So I can get out here. If I push the cube in, but the problem is I need to be able to get out from putting the cube here. Which means that this needs to turn around. But in order to turn it around, I don't know if I can turn it around from itself. I think they might always be the opposite way. Okay, so what I need to do is mirror the real one, not the clone. Now I can go into the clone and actually turn around. And now we're turned around with respect to itself. So that's good. So now we can do this. And we can do this. Okay. Wonderful adventures in why doesn't this work? Well that's why actually, because that was a very obvious mistake. Okay. Red is stuck against the wall, kind of. In that if I could get under it, it would get stuck against the far wall. And that's useless. However, if I can place it in green, that works too, I guess. No, it doesn't actually. Okay. That also doesn't work. Okay. Turn around green. That doesn't help me. Mostly because it's just stuck where I put it. Oh, but it's not. Okay, hold on. Turn around red. One more down. Turn around green. And it's stuck there. Okay. Good. Except now red is the wrong way around. Okay. How did I do that? What did I do? I turned green around to pick up red from here. And then I turned it around again to allow me to bring red through. What I can do now send green back, red turned around the other way. And now red and green are both the directions they were facing originally, as they want to be. ASCII time. Hellish. Okay. So one is a mirrored clone. Oh, I can make infinity in ASCII. Great. Okay, no infinity in ASCII. Wow, they've put me right on the edge of infinity. Okay, if I do that... If I do this... then we're good. We have 2 facing the way it is facing. What we want to do is go into mirrored 1. What do we want to do here? Even if 2 was against a wall, we couldn't really do anything with it. Now it's facing this way, so it's like a floor there. So if we had it against 1, we could get in. But we could only put it against clone of 1, which is not useful. Oh, this is asking so much of my brain. Oh, you know what we need to do. Okay, there. Now, we can have that. And then we just need to turn 2 around again. And then, what we actually need to do is turn them both around so that we can have... we can have 2 against a wall. What an experience that was. Okay. Cycle is not for tonight. No matter how badly I want it to be, it's not. We're not doing it. We're finding someone to raid. We've solved 170. There are over 350, so we're past the halfway point. We're not. We're near the halfway point. Oh, but I want to keep playing. Who's live? Hey, Hazel is live still. She's playing more Greg Tech Steamgate. Greg Tech New Horizons Steamgate. I rated her last stream, I think. And she was talking about how this pack is like an April Fool's update type thing for Greg Tech New Horizons, but since it's still Greg Tech, it is like 300 hours of progression still. Which is like a small amount compared to the actual pack. It's crazy. Anyway, let's raid Hazel. What is happening? There. Oh, Twitch, you are a useless website. Okay. Well, I'll be back on Thursday, hopefully with good news. Very hopefully. I'm really hoping. I don't like being stressed out over this. It's ridiculous. And maybe I will even be playing Minecraft. If I can convince Fishy to come do magic with me. And I can try and figure out a Geiger counterspell. The issue... I'll get into the issues on Thursday. Because I've started kind of working out how I would want to do it, and there's a lot of things to balance because, like, you're running it every however often, and if I am doing a spell on, like, the same level as my netherite spell, I'm gonna lag things hard, and I don't want to do that. But it's not very easy to look at a group of blocks in your vicinity, you know? So, I'm figuring it out. I'll figure it out. Go say hi to Hazel for me. Goodbye. And good night, VOD watchers.